Hi everyone, welcome to Chilling with Ali and Mali. Welcome to our Chit Chat Wednesday live. I am just coming in from work and I missed the live last week. However, I decided that I'm not going to miss it this week. I'm in my work clothes. So I'm just coming in from work. Alright, so a warm welcome to you as I wait for some persons to come on. Alright, let me take the opportunity to welcome each and every one of you to my Chit Chat Wednesday. Thanks to each and every one of my subscribers. Sydney Johnson and family. Hi, chillin'. Hi, Sydney. How are you? Chen Chen official. Hola. Hi, Chen Chen. Warm welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you for joining my Chit Chat Wednesday live. I am just coming in from work. Just stepped in and decided I missed last week, so I'm not gonna miss this week. Even if I am not going to stay long, I am still going to do a little bit. Oh, that's good, Sydney. I am not going to be long, but I am going to be here just a little bit because I have to get ready for work. I have some pressing and things to do for tomorrow. Chen Chen says, thanks, hon. You okay? I am doing great. I'm just coming in from work. Just stepped in like 5 minutes ago. Hi, Yard Food. Good night, all. Thank you for coming, Yard Food. Sidani says, hi, Chen Chen. Chen Chen says, Sidani. And Yard Food says, thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. Charlene, please to turn on my ads. Please to turn on the ads for me, please. Chen Chen says, Yard Food. Blessings to each and every one of you. Lanika's Corner says, hey everyone, much love. Warm welcome to you. Lanika's Corner, thank you each and every one of you for being here. Charlene says, good night. Jay says, wagwan pretty host. Oh, thank you for being here, Jay. Charlene says, will do. Chenche said, Nika. Guys, as I said before, I'm just coming in from work. I'm in my working clothes, but I decided I'm not going to miss this week live because I missed it last week. Alright, so warm welcome to each and every one of you, my subscribers. Thank you for joining. Thank you for always being here. Thank you for always supporting me. Right? I've been so busy since the other day because I started working again. I got some time off from work, but now I'm back at work. The RFU says Sidani. So each and every one of you, warm welcome to my silent watchers. Thank you for joining. Also, thank you for always coming back. Guys, you see the topic. As you see the topic, yes, we're gonna do a little nice chit chat today. So it's love, sex, and marriage. Alright, so we all know about love, sex, and marriage. And as Jamaicans, we have our parents in which they taught us that in order for you to have the 3-letter word, you have to be married. And then you know how it goes with. Alright, so the love, the sex, and the marriage. So let me know, guys. We're here to do a little discussion, right? I want to know for yourself, do you believe that you're supposed to have sex and not married, or you should be married then you have sex? Right? Do you believe in love at first sight, or do you believe in growth? You be together with someone, right? Teresa Meyer says good night everyone. Thank you for joining, Teresa. How are you? Warm welcome to my Chit Chat Wednesday live, Teresa. Blessings to you. All right, Sharon said love, then marriage, then sex. Guys, we're here to discuss, and in the discussion I want you to give your point and we talk, right? I grew up wherein my mom and my dad, right? My dad is a pastor and my mom is a Christian. We were raised in a Christian home, right? Charlene said that was how they instilled it in us. Yes, Teresa says blessings, chilling. Thank you, Teresa. I'm good. Thanks for asking. It's a blessing, my darling. Jay says share you out. Thank you for sharing me out, Jay. All right, so let me know what's your view on marriage. Is it that you believe that you should have sex before or after? Or do you believe that in love at first sight, or you believe in courting, going on dates, and then the love starts to grow, little by little, and then after that you go and you marry, then you have sex. Right? Let me know. I would like for you to tell me, because I was raised in a way wherein mommy and daddy, they got married before they started doing the do, right? And I know they had loved each other, so the love was there before they got married, right? Charlene said, I believe you should wait till marriage. All right, so Charlene says she believes you should wait till marriage, right? So, you know, to me, if that's your standard, then you keep your standard. But to me, that's what I believe too. But we all know sometimes we do not do it, right? Even though we say that should be the case, most of the times we do not do it, right? So what do you guys believe? Jay, what do you believe? Teresa, what do you believe? Yard Food, what do you believe? Guys, let me know what you believe. Charlene says, however, that is not what most people believe in anymore. All right, so she's saying that it should be the case. That's what she believes in. But nowadays, a lot of persons are not doing it. A lot of persons are just meeting persons and do, and relationship, then it ends, and then they move on to somebody else, and then that's it. So let me know, guys. Let me know what you believe in. I, for myself, as I say before, I grew up in a household wherein my dad and my mom were Christians. And my dad and my mom, they got together from an early age, right? My mom was very young. My dad was young too. So they met each other. And daddy said when he saw my mommy, he was building this house. And the emotions that he came over him when he saw my mommy, he said that, hey, I have to find out who that lady is. And he went and he found out, right? And afterwards, they started courting. And for them, I guess it was love at first sight, but they never really got married same time. They went on, you know, like a courting, and then afterwards, they actually got married. After marriage, they produced 13 kids. Me, myself, I am one. Sidonie Johnson says, hi Teresa. Teresa says, Sidonie. So guys, let me know. And if you can share me out, go ahead and share me out. Yard Food says, blessings. What do you guys believe in? Yard Food, what do you believe in? Right? Sidonie, what do you believe in? Teresa, what do you believe in? Right? Because we know most of you will say, but nowadays generation, they have something else. That's why I believe we have so many broken relationships now, because you know, you're just rushing into something without allowing something to grow. Let me know. Alright, so Teresa Charlene says, I do believe in love at first sight. But I think the love that grows is longer lasting. Okay, Charlene says she believes in love at first sight, but she believes that the love that grows is longer. Right? So she believes in it, but she believes that after you meet a certain person and you take your time and you step by step, that lasts longer. Sidonie say, I believe in marriage before, but that's not always the case. Not always the case, yes. But that's what most persons believe in. Teresa says, Yard Food, blessing. Trisha Gay Wilshire says, good night, everyone. Welcome to you, Trisha. How are you, my darling? Thank you for joining my Chit Chat Wednesday live. And as you come in, guys, remember to thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live as you come in. Yard Food says, I believe in marriage, but I need to do my detective work first. Yard Food says, I believe in marriage, but I need to do my detective work before. Yard Food, go in depth, ma'am. Go in depth, ma'am. Explain what your detective work. What? You want to see the cat before? Let me know. You want to see what's in the bag before you get into marriage? Let me know. Because right there, I am doing some detective work myself. I want to know what you mean. Sidonie says, so true, Charlene. Charlene says, a lot of people saying that they're not taking any pussy in bag. Alright, but it seems like Yard Food not taking any pussy in bag. Yard Food says she have to do her detective work first. So Sidonie says, LOL. Yard Food says, want to know who I'm marrying to. Alright, so guess what, guys? Yard Food is saying that she wants to know who she'll get married to. So do you think that's right? Right? Do you think that is right? So Yard Food is going to sample before she get married. So basically, that's what she's telling you, know. That's what she's telling us. She is going to sample the pie. She not going to just get the whole pie like that. She needs to sample a piece of the pie before she decides if she's going to buy the pie. Charlene says you have to understand from both perspectives still. Right. So Charlene, you're double-minded, you know. Right, Charlene? Life was like, oh, want to know who I'm married to. Trisha says, doing good so far. I'm work, hiding, watching. I just reached in, Trisha. Just reached in and said I missed it last week. Even if it's to do half hour, because I have to get myself ready for work. I am going to sit and do half hour. Charlene says, some people know they have some problem and wait till after marriage to disclose it. Jeez, that is true. That is true. Trisha Gay said, me no want no puss in a bag dying with laughter. Right? So Charlene says, some people know they have some problem. Oh my God, that's true, you know. You know, it's hard. It's hard, you know. It's hard to go and marry somebody you don't know. That's why you really have to be hearing from God. You have to clean out your ears. All the ears wax out your ears. Unstoppable Deidre says, hi, host and everyone. Warm welcome to you, Unstoppable Deidre. How are you, my darling? I watched your video, your 2 videos last night because I had internet problem yesterday and day before yesterday. And yesterday was my day off wherein I tried to catch up on persons and I had internet issues yesterday. So I am trying to catch up on a lot of persons. Work got me busy, get me busy, guys. Teresa says, need to taste the water before I cross it to each his own. Teresa says she need to test the water before she cross it to each his one. Good night, Carla. Carla says, good night, everyone. Warm welcome to you, Carla. How are you, my darling? Thank you for joining my Chit Chat Wednesday live. Teresa says, unstoppable, good night. Carla says, how are you doing? I am doing great. Just coming in, but I am doing great. I'm tired. Unstoppable JD says, hi, Teresa. So, majority of the persons are saying they're not going to buy the cake or the pie they have without sampling it. So, guess what? You purchase a cake, right? You go into a place and you see they have apple pie. You have never eaten apple pie before. So, you want to taste the apple pie before you buy the apple pie. So, what you do you have any sample? Can I sample the apple pie before? Can I sample the apple pie before I purchase it? What if the person you meet decides say is not going to allow you to sample before? Huh? What if the person you decided that you're going to marry decides say, hey, guess what? I'm not going to sample. I'm not going to let you sample before because guess what? What if they're saying, Carla says, thanks much. Thank you. Okay, Carla. No puss in a bag. No puss in a bag. Guys, I have to look at it at 2 points, you know. Sometimes, you know, sometimes you have some persons. I remember when a friend of mine, when I was young and singing on choir, a friend of mine got married to, I'm not sure, he said that he was a minister, but after when she married to him, she found out he wasn't a minister. So the man actually covered up everything just to get married, and guess what? I don't think the marriage lasts 2 weeks. You understand? I don't think the marriage lasts 2 weeks. Teresa is dying with laughter. Shan Store, hey Shan, how are you, my darling? Thank you for joining. She says, hey Ali. Carla says, well, I have gotten my cake already and I didn't sample it at all. God is not in the sampling business at all. So a married somebody is here telling us that she never sampled. She never sampled before she take it. Right? Because guess what? That's her husband then and that's her husband now. That's the man in which she loved then, and that's the man in which she married now. So she's saying no sampling to her thing. All right, Carla, we get your point. We're going to go in depth with that one. Ricky says, good night, host in traffic. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, my darling. Thank you for joining too. Ricky says, hi, Shan. Omega says, good night, everyone. Warm welcome to Omega. All right, so on top of it says, the man from Ferran. Hey, Deidre, I'm not calling no name on my life. They just say, the man from Ferran, yo. Sean says, hey, Ricky. Trisha Gacy, I remember that. Jesus, that's so much person me have when know who me I talk about. Trisha, that was a case. You remember? Trisha Gacy, I remember that. Ricky says, hi, Deidre. Fiona says, hello, everyone. Warm welcome, Sissy. How are you? Sean says, hey to all. Warm welcome, Sabri. Fiona says hi. Carla. CD says thumbs up. Thank you for joining, CD, darling. Thank you. Teresa giving a laugh. Ricky says hi, chat. So, guys, Fiona, you see the topic. All you coming in, remember to thumbs up the live and share me out if you can. Alright, so we are talking about, let me remember because I don't want to miss, love, sex, and marriage. Right? So we are talking about it, and Carla is saying that she's married. She never sampled anything, and her husband, he was her first. The first time they had sex was when they got married, and it is working now. Hi, Thea Mark says, hi everyone, warm welcome to you, Thea. Fiona says, I'm here, says, thank you for joining, guys, thank you. Alright, so guys, let me know. Not in all cases it will happen like Carla. Sometimes some of us will get some persons who can't do nothing. As they go 2 minutes, they're gone. They're gone, and nobody wants that. Right? Nobody wants that. Or some of the time they're covered, they pretend and tell you there's something in which they are not. Oh, I am a doctor, and at the end of the day, they are no doctor. Oh, I am a pastor, at the end of the day, I am no pastor. Oh, I work with the government, at the end of the day, they don't do no work, they must scammer. So tell me now, guys, what you think? Fiona blushing. CD say, bless up everyone. Thank you, CDE. Carla says, to each his own. Not everyone can do that. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. I am really old school troll. So she said she's old school troll still, right? And I know Fiona is the same thing. Fiona can attest that she never sampled anything, even though I don't know. Sissy, let me know. Fiona says, I don't believe in sampling unless it's food. Fiona says she not believe in a sampling unless it's food. Let's talk some more. Guys, let me know what you're thinking. Let me know. So Fiona says, I don't believe in sampling unless it's food. Right? Charlene says, I'm old school too. Whoa, Charlene says she's old school. Carla says, I believe that if we follow God's. Okay. So she's saying if you follow God, you listen and you clean out your ears. Get this stuff and you take out all the wax out your ears and you listen keenly. Right? Keenly. They just says you have some man lie bad for no. My God, them lie bad enough. You have some lying man. Queen Tina, hi baby. Hi says hello everyone. Warm welcome to you. Warm welcome to you. Queen Tina, hey Chevy, hi baby. Greetings everyone. Big up yourself. Warm welcomes to you. Chevelle Blackburn, my roommate from college. Ricky says old school all the way. So Ricky, you believe in that too. So that's what you believe, right? Carla says fornication is still sin. Holiness is keeping. That is true. Fornication is sin. Adultery is sin. All of that is sin. But some of the time, some of us do it. Right? And I'm not going to lie. And I'm not going to say we are perfect. Because some of the time, as what Yard Food say, and Teresa, they not cross the waters. And Yard Food says she not buy no pussy in bag. Alright, so Fiona says, guys, if we trust God, plan for our life, waiting will be worth the wait. So she said, if you trust God, you wait. If you wait long, it's gonna worth it. Tia says, all who want pussy in bag is their business. Tia Mac no in a no pussy in bag business. No pussy in bag to Tia Mac thing. Guys, some of the time, you know, I'm not gonna lie, you know, you purchase some stuff in a bag and boy, you ever see banana? And the banana shrivel up and dry, almost ripe and rotten. You get some of that, you know. So guess what? You really have to be listening and hearing from God in order to not sample before marriage. Ricky says, you just got to trust and obey my thought. He said, trust and obey. Trust and obey. So guys, a lot of persons are saying they believe in the old school and they believe. I the Dennis Way, warm welcome to you. Hello, host, hello everyone in the chat. Warm welcome to you, the Dennis Way. Thank you for coming. Right? So we are talking about love, sex, and marriage. Right? So what are your points or what are your views? Do you think that person should go ahead and have sex without marriage, or they should wait? Or do you believe that as you see somebody, you can just love them, and or love, you believe in the love that you court and you grow from stage to stage. What do you believe? Dennis Way says, hello everyone. Fiona says, most people who sample end up eating from the many bags. Belly we run. So Fiona says, most people who sample end up eating from many bags. Belly we run. Guys, listen, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Ricky says, hello Dennis. Hello Dennis from hi Stacy in traffic. Thank you darling. Warm welcome to you Stacy. Thank you for joining. Sidani says hi Stacy. Fami says hey Ricky. Charlene said die with love. Fiona. So Fiona say some people sample too much bag. Too much until they get belly run. Well, guess what? Me don't want no belly run, you know. I don't want no belly run. But guess what? If we believe in the law of God, we have to do what he says, right? Or some of the time if we do the opposite, we're going to a problem as the Fiona, so we'll get belly run. We are going to get belly run. The Dennis Way says hi. Ricky Farming says hey Tash. Dennis says hello Stacy. Stacy says hi Tia. The Dennis says hi Tiffany, and everyone is doing meet and greet. So Chevelle says God understands if the post is let out of the bag. Sometimes it just can't be contained. Sophia Chevelle says God understands if the pussy is let out of the bag. So sometimes the pussy let out of the bag, right? Sometimes it just can't be contained. So it cannot be contained, so you have to grab the pussy out of the bag. Carla dying with laughter. Chevelle, you funny, you know. She says God understands if the pussy is let out of the bag. Sometimes it just can't be contained. So you can't contain it, so the pussy escape out of the bag. Fiona says LOL Charlene, true so, right? So Ricky says sit on it loud. Appreciate your support. Thank you. Teresa says Dennis Way. Carla says belly run. Belly run. You sample fan too much bag, you get belly run. And then Chevelle says some of the time you have to let the pussy out of the bag because you can't contain. You can't contain what you're feeling. So you have to grab and then maybe you go and do it after. Then he says, oh, so I think it's good to know. Alright, so then he says, oh, I think it's good to know a person first before marrying. If that does require sex, then don't. If that does require sex, then don't force it. Alright, so they're saying that it is good to know the person first. Right? It's good to know. That is true. Right? Because a lot of us run into marriage and we don't know the persons. And two next week, divorce. Right? And guess what? It is money for divorce. You know, divorce not cheap. Right? Divorce gone up to $100,000. So divorce is not cheap. So that's a good thing. So most persons are saying get to know the person first. Right? Fiona says, Chevelle, that danger zone. So Chevelle, Fiona say you're gone in a danger zone right there. So you're gone in a belly run. And she say you don't want no belly run, right? So guess what? No sample first. She's saying take it as it is and work with it. So if I want like something like this, if I little something like this, Chevelle, you take it and run with it. If I something like this, Chevelle, you take it and you run with it. If I something like this, you take it and you run. Right? So basically that's what they are saying. Right? So let us continue. The Dennis Way say, you for blessing. Dennis Way say, blessings, Teresa. Right? Patty says, NYC say, vlog says, thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc. Thank you for joining, Patty. How are you? Warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining my Chit Chat Wednesday live. Sidani Johnson says, let us see what Sidani is saying because we want to grab everybody's comment now, you know. So Sidani is saying, you're welcome, Ricky. There's more coming. Okay, guys. And guys, if you don't know each other, go ahead and make family. Get a pen and a paper. Write down the names and make friends, guys. Make friends, right? Because we meet and greet also on this side. Right? So we continue. Farming says, hi, Patricia. Warm welcome to you, Patricia. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. The Dennis Way says, hello, yard food. Farming says, hi, Patricia. True. Patty says, hi, Stacy. So that's a lot of money. Yes, it's a lot of money to do divorce, you know. It's a lot of money to do marriage. Listen, if you want to have a wedding, right? And a wedding is expensive if you want a good wedding. It's not cheap money. It's not $50,000. Wedding is like $400,000. A lot of money. A lot of money for marriage, for a wedding, and a lot of money for divorce. So guess what? My thing is, you can't get to know the person before you marry the person. But if you want to go and sample the pie before you sample the pie, that's up to you, right? That is up to you. Then you say Teresa, Patty says thanks, doc. Okay, so let's continue. The Dennis says hello, yard food. Farming says Patricia, true. Stacy, yard food says lot of money. Charlene say have to know the person first. The Dennis says hello, Patty. Ricky says thank you, Sid. And Chevelle says not happening. So Chevelle tell us that she not happening. Hi Steve, warm welcome to you, Steve. So Steve and Fiona has been married for a long time, you know. So Steve will tell us also if you should sample the pie or you should take the pie as it is and run with it, and whatever you get, you work with it. Let us know. You have to say I want to know what I'm getting myself into. Boy, I would love to know too, no man. But God, may I follow the Bible, Jesus. It's hard, you know. It's hard. Patty says, hey Ricky. Ricky says, yard food, big up. Patty says, yard food, me too. Farming says, know the person first indeed. So know the person first indeed. Right? Steve says, don't throw virtue through the window for sampling. The way we become one is through the sampling. So Steve says, don't throw virtue through the window for sampling. The way we become one is through the sampling. So Steve is saying that also what his wife is saying. Soul tied to real. So he's saying the same thing as his wife. So Carla says, God still work miracles. If after marriage you are not pleased, pray over the cake, anoint it with oil, talk to the potter. Nothing is impossible with him. Oh my God, so talk to the potter. So if the potter give you something where you're not alright with, so what she's saying is that pray to the potter will get. The potter will make some changes for you. Is that what you're saying, Carla? So God still work miracles. If after marriage you're not pleased, pray over the cake, anoint it with oil, talk to the potter. Nothing is impossible with him. Hallelujah. Right? So Fiona says, COVID a keep, no wedding not keep. Use the money, go on date, buy gift and start saving account. That is so true, right? That is so true, because when you waste the money and you go to some big wedding and all people come and people talk or something, the wedding never nice and this never nice and that never look good and that. So Fiona says, Carla, same way, speak life to a dead situation. Hey, speak life to a dead situation. So if it flops so and it can't stand so, what you gonna do? You pray over the situation so you can stand. So, right, so Fiona says, Carla, same way, speak life to a dead situation. So they are saying you speak life to a dead situation. Steve says, take each other to your doctor and find out if there are any blockage. So if any blockage there, you take it to the doctor. So guess what, guys? We have some persons saying they cannot work with it. They will work with the pussy in the bag. Others are saying they cannot work with the pussy in the bag. So the ones who are saying they will work, they're saying if anything, you talk to the potter. The potter is Jesus. The potter is God. Right? So the potter will do something about it. So Steve is saying if you have stoppage, you carry them to the doctor. Right? If any problem, you take them to the doctor. Okay, so let's go down further. Steve says also pay attention to the emotional response. Ladies, start dialogue and look if the result pop out. If the result pop out and up and out. So guys, you listen what Steve saying. He says also pay attention to the emotional response. Ladies, start dialogue and look if the result pop up and out. Right? So listen, guys. Listen, Carla said, then we'll after Fiona. Yes, speak life. Speak life to a dead situation. Trisha says, me no see no dead arrays. Guys, so Trisha is saying she no see no dead arrays. She no see no dead arrays. So they're saying that ask God for raise the dead. She said if he pop up and out, you see life is evident. So what if you don't see nothing pop up and out? What if you remain dead? Let me know. What if it remains dead after everything? What if? What will you do? Fiona says, dying with laughter. Yes, Carla. Right, so they are saying you speak life and you carry them to the doctor and stuff like that. So let me know what you say about that. What you say about that Trisha Gay? What you say about that Yard Food? What you say about Chevelle? What you say everybody else? Fiona says yes, Steve. Steve says run, run. So guess what? If after that nothing you run, Steve, that's what we should do, run. Right? So that's why some persons say they are going to sample the cake before they buy it, because they not buy no half dead puss, no puss where dead and rotten, no puss where not develop, no puss where overdevelop, no puss where all. They're not gonna purchase stuff like that. So guess what? Some of them say they're going to sample to ensure that they're getting what they bargained for. Because at the end of the day, you know, guys, everybody wants something in which they want, you know, the best. And if you sample something and it's not right, I guess what now? Fiona says, if John no Bob, run. Carla says, yes, Steve, true. Pay attention. Good point, sir. Yes, guys, we have to pay attention. Steve says, sampling before open others can of worm. Sampling before open other cans of worm. So, alright, so what I would like to ask is, what if you love the person love you, the love is so strong? Mystique says, good evening everyone, warm welcome to you, Mystique. Thank you for joining my Chit Chat Wednesday live. Right, thank you for joining. Remember to thumbs up the live as you come in, guys, and if you can share me, go ahead and do so. Alright, so what if the love is so strong for this person and for you? So equal person, the love is so strong, right? The love, it passes everything, is so strong. But at the end of the day, when you go and you sample before, you find out that it's not going to work. What are you going to do? But before you actually had any intercourse, you loved each other so much. But after you sample, it's not what you wanted. What are you going to do? I would like for somebody to answer that question. So Quintina says, these chats are killing me. Love that everyone getting biblical and doesn't end here only. But yes, many may have go ahead of that and have union next. But if you ask God for the right one, you will get it. So she's saying she likes how everyone is being biblical. But she's agreeing to what most persons are saying. Right? So Steve says, then you start comparing and that leads to relationship downhill. So right there we get something else we can talk about. So Steve is saying, when you start comparing, that's gonna start to send your relationship downhill. Right? So he's saying that. So what you think about that, guys? Right? So for me, I am saying, you love the person and the person love you and you feel a connection. Right? And you have been courting for so long. But guess what? After a while, you say, okay, we're going to try and sample. Right? And then you sample and it's not what you wanted. What are you going to do? Are you going to end the relationship? Let me know. So Steve said, oftentimes you move to the next sample. And if you sample before, it doesn't work. Whoa. So guess what? You continue sample. Right? So Yard Food says, I rather to know what I'm getting myself into. So guys, Yard Food not changing her topic. Yard Food says she wants to know. She wants to know what she's getting herself into. So Yard Food, what if the love is so real for you guys and you went ahead or you go ahead and you sample and then it's not what you wanted and you decide that, hey, the love is there, you know, the love is there. And it's not what you want. What are you going to do? Steve says, Yafu says, young love is like wildfire, so you have to be careful. That is true. Steve says, your food you can know without sampling. How are you going to know, Steve? My Lord, enlighten me darkness. How are you going to know? How are you going to know? See, Danny says, Yard Food serious. Yard Food serious. Yard Food serious. Yard Food says she is not going to take it unless she sample. Yard Food says, when I'm married, I said unto death do us part. So after marriage, she will stay. But what if you sample and the person is somebody you love? Are you going to leave the person because that's not what you wanted? Yard Food, I would like to know. But guys, at the end of the day, we all grew up I am sure that this is what we know in Jamaica from our parents or from our foreparents, right? You see the person, you fell in love, you court. Your courting is like going on your regular date, and after that you're married, and then you go ahead and you have sex. That's what our generation, our older generation, our foreparents used to do. So most persons still have it in their head, and that's what the Bible says. So persons will go ahead and do it, but most young persons nowadays, this is not what they are doing. This is not what they are doing, right? So Yafu says, when I married, I said that until death do us part. Yafu says, I want to live with the person for a long time before you put on the ring. Oh, so Yarfo says she wants to live with a person a long time before she put on the ring. So she's okay with daily sampling, and then after that she will go into marriage, right? But for me, I am not going to lie. I am not going to lie. It's a hard position, you know. It is so hard, because if I believe in God and I'm trying to put God first, and I'm trying to do as what God says, then I should try and do. But sometimes it is hard, right? It is hard. It is hard. I'm not going to lie. And I know for Carla and Fiona and Steve who are saying, I know it was hard for you not to sample before you got into marriage, right? But you went ahead and you managed it so far, right? And you're still together and you're still happy. Thumbs up to all of you. But for most persons, I am not going to lie, it's hard. And I'm not going to sit and say yard food, you know, that because I know it's hard. So I'm not going to say if we believe, or if we say that we are going to wait, we're not going to sample, guess what? We have to pray and listen to God keenly, right? Listen for him to give us a word and say, Priscilla, Dick is the one. Choose Tom has the perfect machine. You know, stuff like that. I would like for God to tell me that my ears are open, and it just tell me that, guess what? That's the person, and that's the one. Right? Charlene says, different generation, different mindset. That is true. Different generation, different mindset. Alright, so Fiona says, your food. Then you get comfortable and forget about marriage. That's how most common law relationships start. That is true, guys. That is true. Most persons, because they have been in marriages, right, for years, for 5 much years, and guess what? They get comfortable in marriage, and somehow you, the lady, want to get married, you know, but the gentleman, forks and chopsticks. Hi, warm welcome to you, forks and chopsticks. Thank you for joining my Chit Chat Wednesday live. How are you? Remember to thumbs up the live as you come in. And guys, if you do not have fork and chopsticks, go ahead and make friends for forks and chopsticks, right? Go ahead and make friends, right? So as I was saying, alright, you know, I know a lot of persons who have been together with man and woman, they're living at the same home, and they're in relationships for how long, right? And the lady wants to get married, you know, oh my God, the person wants to get married, but guess what? The man is so comfortable in the relationship that he's not pushing marriage. But on the other hand, the lady is dying because the lady wants to get married, but the man is so comfortable with the relationship that he's not pushing marriage. So sometimes when we live with some persons for years, they believe that it is okay for them to remain in a relationship without getting married, right? I am doing great. Forks and chopsticks, I am doing great, right? Steve says, Forks and Chopsticks says, hello everyone. Steve says, Fiona Thompson McAlpin, so true. Forks says, grab me friends, our door is wide open. You can make friends too, Fork and Chopsticks. Steve says, and the conversation becomes, I don't want anything to change, and if me get married, it'll go change and get worse. That is true, guys. That's how it goes. That is true. So guess what? Me go in a relationship with this person. This person, after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, guess what? The person about want married, because guess what? They feel like it's okay, and you over here so crying every day when you see the person get, oh, I want to get married, but guess what? You stuck. So guess what? At the end of the day, you have to evaluate it. Do you want to be in a relationship, like a regular relationship, for the rest of your life? Do you want to get married? Do you want this? Do you want that? Because some persons, once they're in, they're not going to change. That is it. Steve said the person starts to live a lie. Of course, Fiona says Steve, yes. Fiona says no ring, no thing. So Fiona says no ring, no thing. Steve says living the lie so long, you start to believe. Yes, you start to believe it. And you start to believe that you're married. And guess what? You're not married. When you go out, you will hear the man say, this is my wife. And guess what? You're no wife, you know. You're no wife. You are no wife. Trisha says, cause he's getting husband treatment. But some of the time, you don't keep Trisha gay. You don't want to really live in a common law relationship for the entire life. You want the ring. You want the real thing. You want to be called Mr., Mrs. You understand? You want to be called Mrs. or the other person wants to be called Mr. whatever, whatever. Fiona says Trisha gay. Yes. Fork says marriage has to build on God's principles first. Love and loyal, respect each other, support and help each other. So Forex is saying the same as others. So they're saying marriage has to build on God's principles first. Love and loyal, respect each other, support and help each other. Guys, I hope you are watching the ads as you come in. Watch the ads as you come in, guys, even if it's for 1 minute. Starful says that's true. That's true. Forex says the marriage built on our desires won't last. So guys, what they're saying is, oh my God, let me turn the fan on me. I'm burning up. So, what Fork is saying, that marriage built on desire won't last, right? So let me read again. Marriage has to be built on God's principles first. Love and loyal, respect each other, support and help each other, right? So she has said something about desire, right? So sometimes you have to put away your desire and you have to just wait and follow God's law, right? So let's see. The marriage built on our desire won't last, right? So Fork is saying if marriage built on desire won't last. So if it's all about desire, 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 it won't last, right? So you have to follow the principles of God and listen to God, right? Listen. When you listen and you follow what he says, then everything will fall into place. Steve says, man getting whiskey for free has no... Wait. Steve says, man getting whiskey for free has no intention of paying for... True! Because if me, I get coconut rum and orange juice for free, me not buy. I'm going to continue to drink it every day. I won't buy it. Steve's, Yarfu says, that's true. Macy and Sam says, good night, host and chat. I'm here cooking oats, but still here in the background. Save some food for me, Macy, because I'm just coming in. I haven't eaten anything as yet. Welcome, everyone. Remember to thumbs up the live. Thank you, darling. La Vida. Hi, La Vida. How are you? Hey, everyone else here. Thank you for joining, La Vida. I was watching your video just now as I came in because I'm just coming in. All right, marriage maintenance and La Vida, I know, will say the same thing that you should wait. La Vida will say she's gonna buy the pussy in the bag. She's not gonna sample. All right, so Steve says, La Vida says, I everyone else here. Steve says the conversation has the host in heat. No. Oh my God, me hot, you know, I'm just coming in from work. No water, not touch my body yet. I'm still, but no heat around here. All right, so Fiona says, LOL. Oh, so burn up. Right, Mystic says true words. So Mystic says true words, O's. Yes, Steve says thumbs up, food and chopsticks. Fork and chopsticks. I'm gonna call you forks because I'm gonna say forks and different stuff. Alright, so I'm going to say forks. Talk true, girl. Of course. Yes, Trisha, that's true. Missy says Macy and Shav, hello. Macy said marriage is all about principles and teaching. You can't get married without knowing. You can't get married without knowing what God is telling you. Know his desire for your life. Follow his commandments and build a prayerful life. Alright, so Macy's saying that, guys. She's saying that. But that is true. Right? It's all about what God has for us. Sometimes we jump the gun, we jump it and we end up fall. Some of the time, have you ever seen some persons trying to pass a bridge? They're trying to jump over, but some of the time they miss a little step and fall right in the mud. So sometimes, or most of the times, all of the time, we need to listen to God. Listen to what He's saying. Right? Because some of the time, most of the time, when we run ahead and do what He says we shouldn't, then we're going to end up in the mud. And we don't want that, because sometimes we in some expensive clothes, we in some expensive shoes, and it mess up and the mud cannot come off. Right? So we have to know what we're doing. Listen to God, pray to Him, ask Him to direct our steps, and then everything will fall after. So let us continue. Macy says, hello, Mystique. Macy says, sure, I will host. Farming says, hi, La Vida. Farming says, Mystique. Glandine says, hi, Sissy. Warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining my Chit Chat Wednesday live. Glandine says, living with and marriage is too different. Living with and marriage is too different. Kettle of fish. The mask will fall off after marriage. Right? The mask will fall off after marriage. Don't be fooled, ladies. So she said living with and marriage is two different things. So you're living with the person without and living with marriage is two different things. So don't be fooled, ladies. For it says thanks, Steve. Right? So Reverend, hi bro. Thank you for joining, bro. My brother JT. Patrick. Marriage is honor directed to God. So if we truly honor God, the institution should be followed. Alright, so basically he's saying, as what the others are saying, you should listen to God before you jump into something that you don't want to. So you listen to God. So if you listen to God, He will tell you that Mr. Tom is the right person, so you don't have to sample. Right, La Vida says, hey Stacy. Charlene says, sometimes we think God is talking too loud and take up foolishness. Right? And take up foolishness. So listening to God and waiting on His timing is key. So she's saying that we some of the time we think sometimes we think God is taking too long. So she's saying sometimes we believe God is taking too long and we rush into stuff and end up take up foolishness. Right, so we wait on His timing. Timing is key, guys. A lot of times, we have divorce rate, it has risen so much during COVID time. Right, so many persons are getting divorced nowadays. You would be amazed if you go online and you Google about divorce. You would be amazed to see the amount of persons getting divorced, the amount of relationships splitting or breaking up. Fiona says, if every time you bring up sex to a man and he backs away, it's a problem, right? So if every time you bring up sex to a man and he walks away, it's a problem here for him. It's either you plan to deal with it or move on. The signs are way there. Alright, so she's saying, guys, let me not push it away because I want to continue from where I was. So she's saying if every time you bring up a particular topic to the person and he push it away, something is wrong. So guess what? What are you going to do if you're talking to the person about the sex and he's not paying you any attention? Something is wrong. And right there, it's a red flag to know you should move on. If I am getting that from that person, every time I want to know, baby that, and he's not paying me any attention, I am going to take my time and walk. I am going to walk. I am not going to stay because something is really wrong. Something is wrong. Alright, so let's continue. Pay attention. The Innes family. Hi, Innes family. How are you? Warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining. LOOs. We are back again. Here watching now. This is a very good topic. Thank you. Macy and Shav says, marriage is serious. It is not good when it's being rushed or forced. Right? It is not going. You have to know what you want as well. Ask yourself, does this person have good intention? So that is true. Marriage is a serious thing. It is very serious, right? You don't want to rush in it. That's something that should be planned. right? As what my father and my mother, they went through a lot of courting, and they did this and they did that, right? And look at it. Some of us, as we meet the man, so 2 days we married, we gone buy dress, we gone buy a wedding dress, right? So Macy says, let us see. Macy says, hi Stacy. Charlene says, Fiona says that Charlene true. Fark says, Peach Girl. Peach Girl. If someone is near Peach Girl, warm welcome. Fark says, the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. Yes, the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. Fark says, God will send you the right person. Oh my God, a lot of persons waiting on the right person, and the right person is not coming, So when somebody comes their way, they're gonna grab it. By chance they end up choke it. Because guess what? They want it for so long, and they have waited for so long, and when something comes, they grab it. Right? So we have to understand sometimes for some persons, some persons have been waiting for so long. Right? So long. But as what they say, we have to wait upon God. Wait, and everything will be added after. Mary said, the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. God will send you the right person. He will send you the right person. But some of the time, we don't have any patience. We don't have any patience because we're waiting so long. But little did we know that it is right around the corner. But we cannot wait, so we went ahead. Or we go ahead and we rush. We rush it. You understand? La Vida says, yet fact. Fark says, we can't rush into a marriage. That is true. Marriage is something you cannot rush into. Marriage is something we cannot rush into. Right? We have to go through a lot of process. Marriage should be the final stage. After you have passed everything else, you decide if you want to stay in, you want to go into the marriage. Because after courting, after dating, and if you feel like it's not what you want, then you say to each other, you come to a conclusion, you come to a mutual agreement, and you say, hey, guess what? It's not working. We like each other, but it's not working. Let us try and go our separate ways. Right? That's how it goes. Fark said, the fear of God is being of wisdom. Okay, I read that. God will send the right person. La Vida said, yes, Fark. Alright, so we continue. Trista says, both of you have to want the marriage to work too, because it's not easy. It's not easy. Right? It is not easy. So when you're in it, you have to want it to work. Right? Trista says work in process. Yes, it's a work in process. And from let me look back on my topic, because I'm just coming in, so sometimes I don't remember my own topic. For love and marriage and sex to work, you have to go through a process. Right? You have to go through a process, man. You can't rush it. Can't rush it, man. Let me see. Warm welcome to you, Vanessa. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. La Vida says, yes, Wilshire, that is so true. Yes, it's true. Yard Food says, ladies, look out for all the red flags. Yes. So many red flags. Some of us, we get so many red flags and we ignore the red flags because we want something for so long. When we see the red flags, we close our eyes on the red flags because we don't want to know red flags. I am 49. Just saying, I'm not 49, but I am 49, and I want a husband for so long, and I'm not seeing the husband. As somebody comes and me grab him, you understand? So some persons are waiting so long. So look out for the red flag, guys. As what Steve says is, if he doesn't want to engage in any sexual conversation with you, then something is wrong. Obviously, just want cuddling. I don't know, every ladies want cuddling, guys. Not every ladies. Come on, we're ladies and we need some of the time. You understand? So let's continue. Mercy says, LOL. Alright, blessings, everyone. Let me continue. Farming says, people, we're used to seeing each other after work, but no, they are working at home together every day and realize they can't see each other. It's going up. I realize they can't see each other eye to eye. Hence, lot of divorce these days. That is so true. So because, oh my God, it's hard to know. You have some persons who love each other so much, and somehow or somewhat, something went wrong, and they just decided that, hey, let's get divorced. Let's get a divorce. Why not try and see a counselor and see if you can work on it? Blessings, host and chat. I am in hearts. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you for being in hearts. Thank you for coming. Macy and Shav says, true, Stacy. Macy says so true. Macy says LOL. Lavida says yes, yard food. Plus people rush because they feel time. Oh my God. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some of the time, you know, persons feel like time is running out on them. So anything come, they grab it. You know, some of the time you have the standard and you say you want the tall and some, and you take so long to get the tall and some, while when the short and other one come, you grab it because you wait so long. Right? Lavida says yes, Stacy, no compromise. Right? Macy says not running down a thing. It's not about dating or knowing someone for years. It's about knowing the person, like our foot back and being, let me see, knowing the person like our foot back and being patient too. That is true. But some of the time when you know the person for so long, my God, some of the time it is so frustrating. Lavida says can't communicate effectively. True, you have to learn how to communicate. So if something is wrong with you, you talk and you say, hey Prissy, you know, I've had this problem since I'm a baby and I can only do this for 5 minutes. You understand? You talk and let the person know. You don't allow somebody who is not going to sample going to something, and at the end of the day you disappoint the person. Right? We don't want that. We don't want that. So the Lord will send. So let me not miss. Mrs. Center, okay. The Artful says the Lord will send you the right person, but you have to use wisdom and knowledge. So guys, the Artful is saying use your wisdom and your knowledge. Right? You wait on the Lord, but still you use your wisdom and your knowledge. Lavida says can't communicate effectively. Farming says so true, Lavida. The Artful says marriage is like getting baptized. Yes, man, marriage is serious. Some persons don't take it serious, but to me, marriage is serious. I am not going to take that for granted, right? I am not going to take, and sometimes when you're married and something happens and you decide that it cannot work out, you have to just end up getting a divorce. You understand? I can speak for myself, and I'm not going to sit and lie. Sometimes some stuff do happen in marriage, and the only thing you can do is go and get a divorce. You don't want to, but because it is not working, and if you continue in it, you're going to be stressed out every day. So the best thing to do, pray to Father God. Alright, if you have been praying and say God change a person and he's not changing for years, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Sit in a relationship or a marriage that is stressing you out. Macy says so you with that food. We can't turn a blind eye to the flaws. Sometimes these are the things. Alright, so let's see. We can't turn a blind eye to the flaws sometimes. These are the things that cause relationship to fail. That is true. That is so true. Right? So we can't turn a blind eyes at times, because certain stuff that we turn blind eyes to, that's what caused relationship to fail. And then we are here wondering what happened, when this get bad, why this get bad, when this turn this way. I don't understand why this turned this way, when we actually realize and we saw it, but because we ignore it, and then we are asking God, what? I don't understand, what's wrong? Charlene said, imagine waiting so long and end up. Let me see. Imagine waiting so long and end up with Eddie. Better you wait. Oh my God, guys. You waiting on something for a long time, for years, for 20 years, and you get something that is, oh my, what are you going to do? Right? What are you going to do? You wait for something so long and end up with headache. I don't want no headache. I rather live alone all the days of my life than to take up a headache every day I get up headache. No. Macy says, yes, no one is perfect. We all have flaws. But if your partner ain't willing to compromise and put their pride aside, this will cause a big issue. That is so true. That is so true, Macy. Right? So Macy says that's true. Host. Dennis family says that in the life of Dolly says, hi guys. Hey Dolly, thank you for joining. Macy and Shop says, yes, they are food. You are so correct. Steve says serious business. In life of Dolly says true. Steve said the truth is we are all influenced by nature and nurture. Our relationship is affected by one or both. That is true. That is true. So true. Macy says exactly. You can't stay in toxicity for so long. Move on. Yes, some of the times, oh my God, come on. If you're in something and it's not, and you see that it's not heading anywhere, you take away yourself. Take away yourself. See, it says, if persons are honest and enough, they will tell you, well, is what. Alright, let me see what Steve is saying, because it's going on. The conversation is flying. See, it says, if persons are honest and enough, they are honest enough, they will tell you while it was enjoyable. On the onset of sampling, most times, guys, the conversation is going away. Leave me. I'm trying to find but Steve's conversation. The sampling most times bring all kind of baggages. So true. Right? Steve says that we take to the next relationship, mash up the relationship because of the various samples. By the time we realize this was a good one, it's too late. Stop giving up 80% for the 20%. That is true. Farming says, I agree, Macy. Vibes, hey Vibes, how are you? Thank you for joining. Vibes says, hello everyone, hello host. Macy says, so true, Steve. Yes, that's true. Macy says, welcome Thompson family. Right, Farming says, hello Vibes. Beauty, hey Beauty. Hi beautiful host and everyone in the chat. Thank you for joining, Beauty. Beauty says, Stacy, big up. Farming says, Beauty. Farming says, Beauty blessed. He said, Beauty learn to cook. Hi. Vibes says, Farming. La Vida says, very true, Steve. That is true. Beauty says, big up, Steve. Vibes says, thumbs up. Macy says, still here in the background. Remember, I want some food, Macy. I'm just coming in. Right? I'm just coming in. So, guys, at the end of the day, if we get down to what everyone is saying, basically, most persons are saying that we should wait on God. Listen to Him. Right? At the end of the day, when you're in a relationship, it's you communicate. It's a process thing. Right? So if something is wrong with you, and you have been keeping it a secret for so long, right? Because guess what? You cannot do certain stuff that you want to. But you want to be in a relationship because you do not want to remain single, right? But there's something wrong with you. When you find out, or if you realize that God sent you someone, what you do, you talk to the person. Hey, guess what? I have this problem, and it has been this for years. I'm seeing you, and I am in love with you. I want to build something with you. However, this is my problem. If you want to work with it, fine. Right? So you communicate with the person. Hi, Nick. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, Nick. Right? So you communicate. Right? Some persons say wait on God. Some persons say they cannot wait. Some persons are waiting too long. Some persons say that, hey, they will grab and they will sample, then they will go into marriage. Right? So at the end of the day, we have to know what worked for us. Right? What worked for me? I want the complete package. I want a happy marriage. Right? I want a marriage that will last for until death do us part, as what we say when we're getting married. I want that. Right? But at the end of the day, sometimes it takes so long that we will rush and we will try and get something else. But at the end of the day, let us just take our time, slow down, listen. Listen, you understand? Listen to the voice of God, because He will tell us when we should make our next move. Right? He will tell us when we should move the right or the left feet, man. Fiona says, host, you know a man will stand up for Lady X, but not Lady B. Wait on your perfect partner. That is true. So what she's saying is that sometimes your compatibility. So sometimes some persons will not have certain stuff for some persons, so you wait. So if you tell that person that this is the problem, and you decide that you are not going to work with it, then go. Don't waste a person's time and say, okay, I will work with it, and because I feel a little love for you, I will work with it. But after, when you get into marriage, you decide you cannot work with it and you leave. So wait. Right? Wait on your perfect partner. So if that person cannot do this, somebody else out there will accept this. Right? And if that person cannot do that, somebody else out there who will accept that. That's how it is. It is weird. This world sometimes you wonder, but at the end of the day, there's somebody out there for everybody. Somebody is out there for everybody. So if this person cannot perform for 5 minutes, you have one lady out there with like 2 minutes. If somebody out there with 30 minutes, you have somebody out there. You understand? So everybody out there, every pot. What they say about stick, bush, and pot cover. Oh, yes, every who have them stick a bush, something like that, right? So Reverend JT said, marriage is a job. Both parties must work at it for it to be successful. So it is like a job. So if you do not put in, you will not get out. Steve said, God gives wisdom. Use it and don't just pay attention to the ego, which wants itself gratification. And then at the end of it, you find out that the person was only interested in the sample. That is true. Sometimes some persons just want a sample. They don't want anything else. Some persons are born to only sample. Right? They will only sample. Some persons, they don't want to settle down. And sometimes me, myself, or you, we see somebody and we just fall in love with the person and believe that person is a marriage material, husband material, while that person is all about sampling. So you have to listen to God in most cases. Listen to God, not in most cases, in all cases. Listen to God, right? He will tell you. And I'm not going to lie, I can ask most persons who are married, didn't you actually ask God, question God before you got married? God, is this the right person? You could be a Christian or a non-Christian. I know at one point you asked God, is this the right person, God? Is this relationship, is it going to work? You understand? It doesn't matter. I know all of us, we communicate and we talk to God. Even if persons sometimes say they don't believe in God, sometimes they find out or they catch back themselves, they're asking, right? So we have to ask God, is this for me? God, do you want me to go into this? Do you want me to do this? Should I sample before or should I wait? Right? Because God is not for the sample. He's not for the sample. And we all know he's not for the sample. He's for the waiting. He's for waiting, marriage, and then you go into it, and everything else will be added after. But some of the time we do not know what happened, because some of the time you have some persons who they never sample, they went into marriage, it was happy, it was all good, and after a couple years it went sour. Not sure what happened. Fiona says every who have them thicker bush. That same thing. No pot cover. Fiona said no pot cover, too much clanging. Listen to those who are wise around you as well. Persons who have your back. Yes, I did ask him. Yes, see, Trisha Gay asked, God, is this Mr. Right? Is this person for me? Do you want me to go into a marriage with this person? You think it will last forever? Do you think I'm going to go in it for 2 years? Do you think I'm going to go in it for all of my life? Do you think I'm going to get kids? Do you think I'm going to be happy? Do you want me to step into it? Do you want me to do this? Fiona says, yes, I did. See, they did. Macy says, words of wisdom never fail. Of course. Just a prayer mom says, blessings, host and chat. Hey, praying mom, it's been a long while. How are you, praying mom? Well, welcome to you. Thank you for joining. Great topic. Thank you for joining, praying mom. Steve says, when it's rocky, we have to go back to the base. Friendship. Right? So when it's rocky, you go back to the base. Right? So, you know, most of the time, when relationship or marriage gets rocky, we don't want a rocky, process. We don't want it. We just only want smooth. So when a little piece of it gets rocky, we do not want to work on it. So what we do, we jump out of it. Some of the time we need to enjoy it, man. When it gets rocky, you try and work on it. If you cannot do it by yourself, you try and get professional help. After professional help and praying to God and it's not working, then you decide from there what you are going to do, what you want to do. See, he says when it gets rocky, we have to go back to the base. Go back to the base. Go back to drawing board. Figure out what's wrong. Try and work on it. Fiona says, so true. Steve. Mystique says, still here, host, busy in the background. Okay, Mystique, welcome. Just a praying, mom. Steve says, just a praying, mom. Blessings. Plus, Macy says, thumbs up the live. Thank you, Macy. Thanks for the welcome. Never know you were on. I came in just now from work, and I decided from the other day I'm going live today because I missed it last week. But I'm just coming in from work. Macy says thumbs up and share out, done host. Thank you, Macy. Macy says you're welcome. Just a prayer, mom says Steve. So at the end of the day, when you ask God, is this what you want me to go into when you're in? And for the first part, it is, listen, it's not all smooth. You have persons who will say, oh, relationship is smooth, marriage is smooth, right? But not all the times. Most of the times it's not like that, right? For maybe 2 years, ask persons will say you will have maybe 2 years of smooth. Then after that you have 3 years of rough. Then after, if you work on it and you continue, then you will go back to the smooth. But it's a process, right? Everything is a process. Topic shot. Everything is a process, right? So when it's smooth and it gets rocky, man, where you put on your life jacket and you get your shoes we can't stand the rocky road, and you trod through the rocky road just the same. But don't give up. Don't give up. Even if you sample before marriage or you wait, at the end of the day, when you reach into marriage and it gets rough, you don't give up. You put on whatever you can put on. Your attire, you put it on. In the smooth, you're good, you're relaxed. But when it comes to the rough and rocky time, you put on your rocky shoes, you put on your jacket, you put on your helmet, and you push through it just the same and let it work. Because we all don't, nobody wants to go into something in a marriage and then at the end of the day, 2 years a year, oh, Tom, Dick, and Harry get in a divorce. We don't want that. Steve says, topic shot. Macy says, it's a great time. It's a great thing, your discussion host, especially for young people. Yes, thank you, Macy. Trisha Gay says, yet it gets rough sometime. And listen to persons, because Trisha is also married. Trisha is my age. She's my high school mate, right? So she's saying, yes, it gets rough. So most of the time, young persons, they're hearing persons talking about, yes, marriage is all fun. No, it is not. I am married, right? And in first part of my marriage, it was so nice. I am not going to sit and lie. The first part of my marriage was super nice, right? And I'm not sure if that person is on the live, because most of the time he's on the live but he's not saying anything, right? But I am saying, when I first got married, it was wonderful. I was happy. And guess what? When the rough time came, what we did? We never stood our ground, right? We allow the rough time to take over and we drift and we part. You understand? But at the end of the day, when you're in a relationship and it gets rough, you push just the same as marriage. When you reach the marriage stage and it gets rough, you have to push just the same. You put on certain stuff for the rough time. When you start go from side to side, you put on certain stuff so you can stand your ground. You understand? Macy says, great. Okay, young people. Trisha says, yes, it gets rough. Macy says, you're welcome. Yes, guys. So we have to put on certain stuff for the particular things that will come. On this earth, we have rain, we have sun, we have some persons get snow, we have some persons get tornado, we have some persons get so many different things, right? And what they do, they build certain stuff to accommodate the different weather that will come. So in England, they get snow. They build their home to accommodate the snow. In Jamaica, we get a lot of rain. What we do? We build our houses so when the rain come, we won't get wet. Right? Persons who are from tornado prone area, what they do? They build some stuff under the ground so when the tornadoes come, if you realize persons who live in the tornadoes area, they're not going to use block houses like Jamaica. Right? They use board because they know the tornado will come and wipe away everything and they are going to have to start over. They also build something underground so when the tornado come, they will go down. they will go down and they're protected. So whatever comes in your marriage or in your relationship, you put on certain things to so you can push your way through. So when rough time comes, you push your way through. When smooth time comes, you cock up your foot and you relax. You understand? You relax and you go through it smooth. And don't think that because it is smooth now, it's only going to be smooth. Hi, Shireen. Good evening, host and gang. Warm welcome to you, Shireen. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, Shireen. Remember to thumbs up the live as you come in. Right? And I'm at the final now because I'm going to get some pressing done for work. And I'm going to eat some dinner and get a bath. Macy says, better to go solo than live in problem every day. So yes, guys, that is the next thing. So if you feel like you cannot live in a marriage, or if something you realize in a relationship, that every relationship you go into, it's not working, you have problem, then you try and live your life single, right? If that's what worked for you, then you live your life single. So don't take up marriage and you know that you can't work in a marriage. If you feel like you cannot live a single life, then you go to marriage. But if you feel like it's not for you, then guess what? You do you. But at the end of the day, I believe everyone can. Everyone can. But we just have to relax and ask God. God, do you want me to go into this? Because some of us, RJ and JTV said checking in. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, RJ. Thank you for coming to my Chit Chat Wednesday live. Trisha says, never compare your marriage with others, because some people make it seems like they don't have rough times. Yes, guys, you have some people, you don't compare because you do not know what's happening within an enclosed area. I can be here with my husband and outside we look happy and perfect. And it seems like everything is good. And you, on the other hand, with your husband, will quarrel every night. But still, you guys are trying. Why them persons here so happy? And you do not know that behind closed door, wife a get beaten or wife a beat husband. We do not know. Vanessa Blake says, thumbs up down. Thank you, Vanessa. Right? You do not know. So never compare what you have with somebody else. Right? Try and make what you have perfect. Even though sometimes it cannot be perfect. Try to get it next to perfection. Right? Work on what you have instead of looking on what somebody have. Because we do not know what is going on with them. Same like when you see some persons buy some car. You do not know what they did to get the car. But you're like, oh, that person driving car and I can't drive a car. Right? You work on getting your car because you don't know what the person did to get their car. So never compare your marriage with others, because sometimes people make it seem that they don't have rough times. And every relationship, everything, we have rough time. Even if you have kids, you're gonna get rough time. Even if you have your dad, you and your dad gonna have rough time. When you get a new job, you're gonna get rough time in the job. Everything you do, you have different times. Rough time, good time, you have different seasons. But it is how you work your way or set up yourself for the season. You have to set up yourself for the season. RJ says, so true, host. Hey, Sassy, thank you for joining. Night. Thank you for joining, Sassy. Sassy says, Prissy. Sassy says, RJ. Macy says, comparing is not good. Everyone have their problems. Yes, never compare. That is something I am trying not to do. Because sometimes when, you see some persons out there and they have their husband and they have their kids and they say, oh Lord, why? You do not know what's happening. So let us not compare. Let us work on what we have, because we can get it too. Pray to God and God will open doors for us. This a prayer mom says, many marriage sad. Yes, prayer mom, I'm not going to lie. You have some persons who, when you see them, they look so happy. And yet, at the end of the day, when they go home, they're sleeping in different beds. I know people. I know persons. Right? They seem happy when they're outside. And because I am friend with family of the persons, I know that when they close door, they're not sleeping in the same bed. They have separate beds. You understand? But when they're outside, they're showing like everything is okay. But inside, they're living like cats and dogs. You understand? So let us never compare. Work on what we have. You understand? Work on what we have. Alright, so let's see. Reverend says, such a beautiful topic. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you. So we have to work. If you decide that it cannot work on, you continue to pray to God. Pray to Him before you do anything. And if it's not, and He said end, what do you do? You end. Right? Sassy says Macy. Macy says hi, Sassy. Macy says Shab. That's sad. Macy and Shab. Yes. When you look on them, it seems like they're perfect. But when they said to me, listen, they look happy enough, but when they go inside, 2 separate beds, they're not sleeping in the same bedroom. So never compare what you have to somebody else, because you do not know what's happening with that person. Right? Nisha says, blessings, love to you, chilling. Thank you for coming, Nisha. Thank you for coming. How are you? Nisha says, great topic. Greetings to the chat. Oh my Nisha, I have missed your morning devotion so many times in the morning. It's all about work. I almost missed this live because I'm just coming in too. My water break is up. Have to go back in. Okay, be safe, and when you're going home, be safe also. Mystique says, Sassy, hello. Right, so never compare, guys. Never compare. Nisha says, great topic. So guys, I'm not gonna go stay any longer because I have to get up 4 o'clock tomorrow morning for work. Right? I have to get up 4 o'clock tomorrow morning for work. I have some pressing to do tonight for work. And I have to get some food to eat because I haven't had anything to eat from about 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock. From 12 o'clock lunchtime. Vanessa says, the Sassy Diva. Alright, so I am grateful to have each and every one of you here. Nisha says, I understand this work time. Have to. Yes. Yes, my darling, that's what we have to do, because you know we have to work in order to get paid. Right? So Missy says, RJ, hello. So I'm going to go now, guys, and get myself together. Get something to eat because I'm very hungry. RJ says, Mystique. So, guys, remember, some persons say that before marriage they sample. Some persons say they won't sample. So if you're the person who say you're gonna sample, and if it's not what you want when you sample, do not run. Ask God. Talk to the person. Right? Talk to the person and see if you can work. Or you run if you feel like you cannot come to an agreement. It's based on you. Or if you, based on tonight's topic, and you have decided that you're going to wait. If you have decided you're going to wait, you pray to God and you ask God to direct you. Ask God to bring you Mr. Right. Ask God so when Mr. Right come, everything will be perfect. And no, oh, I don't bother want this Mr. that person or that person. Right? So, you wait if that's what you decided to do. Because we don't want to do something and at the end of the day we regret it. Or at the end of the day, if we take up something and as what Charlene says, pure headache. Nobody wants headache. Nobody wants headache. Alright, so at the end of the day, we all have to know what we want. So if I can sit here and tell you this, but at the end of the day, you know what you want. So you do you, and I hope when you do you, the choice or the decision you have made is the best one for you. So Dr. Williams says, good night, chilling with Ali and Mali. Thank you for joining, Dr. Williams. As you come in, remember to thumbs up the live. Right, you're coming in, but I am ending. Vanessa says, comprehende. Oh, it's a lovely topic. RJ says, if me did know. If me did know. If me did know. Most of us say, if me did know, RJ. Most of us say, if me did know. Right, but at the end of the day, the if me did know don't have to work if we decided that we're going to work. You know, work with it, push. When certain times come, we can push and we try and communicate, as what most persons say, communicate, you compromise, and you try and push just the same. Fiona says, good topic, host. Thank you, Fiona. So guys, I'm going to end the live. I'm going to get something to eat. Thank you all for coming. RJ, Fiona, Dr. Williams, Vanessa, Macy, everyone who are here. Mystique, Yard Food, Nisha, Praying Mom, Charlene, thank you all for joining. And if I don't remember your name, thank you each and every one of you for joining. And guys, I dropped a video of when it was Alista's birthday and we went to Iberia Star. Go ahead and check it out. Alright, go ahead and check it out. And if you haven't seen me a while, please forgive me. I had some internet issues, and sometimes when I come in from work, I'm so tired. I am so tired. Right, so please forgive me. I'm going to catch up with a lot of you. So thank you all for joining. Peace. Be safe tonight. Enjoy your night's rest. And enjoy your food. Bye.